Foldable phones look promising, but there are still many questions about this new trend. Shivam Ranjan, who is the head of marketing for Asia Pacific at Motorola, joins us on Tech It Out to discuss the future of smartphones. I'll start with what is said to be the future of smartphones, the foldable phone. Is it really the future, or is it another fancy toy for the rich?
Foldables are here to stay. It's not just a passing trend. And now today, if you see the entire smartphone industry, you will see multiple players entering the foldable segment. In fact, the foldables are expected to have like a 5x growth by 2025. And the market is projected globally to be about 45 million units. So, of course, the foldables are here to stay. The foldables will continue to grow, but it does not also mean that the existing candy bar market will go away. So both will coexist.
Shivam, I totally understand your viewpoint, and that brings me to my second question. The future of a new innovation depends on mass adoption, and the mass adoption depends on the price factor. How will phone companies ensure that more people opt for foldable phones, especially in price-sensitive markets like India?
As you know, foldables has been there now for more than 3 years. And the components that are required for foldable, the hinge, the displays, etc., have all matured over a period of time. And secondly, as more and more companies enter the foldable space, the demand for those components will increase, and that will also normalize the cost for the foldable components. And third, the R&D costs that go into development of such innovative technologies will over the period of time normalize, right? Because in the beginning, the R&D costs are really high. But then as you go along the journey when the changes become incremental into that form factor, the R&D costs will also normalize and reduce. And hence, at the end of the day, you will see the cost of the foldable form factors coming down.
When we talk about the smartphone experience, the phone camera is a very important part for most of the users. But it seems not much is happening in that space in terms of innovation. What can mobile photographers expect next?
From my perspective, a lot is happening when it comes to smartphone cameras. I think these aspects will continue to improve. You will continue to see improvements in hardware. You will continue to see improvement in software. You will continue to see aspects that give consumers complete flexibility and freedom to shoot. Right now, you're seeing some smartphones being used by television channels, by actual production houses for producing content, for producing films. So I think from my perspective, I don't have an exact technology where the camera will improve, but I can definitely say that both hardware and software optimizations will continue to happen over a period of time.
Speaking of phones, how can we not talk about the battery? What can be done to pack phones with better battery capacity and performance?
I don't think batteries are going to become even more massive. I think we've already reached a level where we are seeing 6,000, 7,000 mAh batteries in the industry at best, and then going down to say 3,500, 4,000, 4,500, 5,000 mAh batteries. I think that's great. The evolution that you might see with respect to batteries could be when it comes to charging speeds, and that is something that is developing very fast. So you must have already seen that from 33 watts to 68 watts to now 125 watts and even beyond 200 watts of charging you're seeing in various smartphones across the world. So that could be evolving faster than just the battery cell capabilities, because I think there it's more about software optimization now.
Moving on, my next question is, there is one company that is usually late to the party when it comes to introducing new features. I'm talking about Apple. Why does it happen, and what is the strategy behind it?
I think Apple has invested and created such a strong brand that they believe, at least as of now, I personally feel that they believe that irrespective of what they launch, consumers will buy it. And I think that confidence that they have is leading to a decline in their innovation. In fact, if you look at the past, in fact, the first ones to launch the touch screen and all of that was Apple. But then after Steve Jobs, definitely there has been a decline in the innovation, whether the display or the camera, camera features or the software aspects. A lot of them seem to be a little dated now and have not evolved at the pace at which the Android industry has been moving. But if you ask me about their strategy, I perhaps don't know why. Maybe it is because they feel that the additional R&D cost is not required because the phones are already selling. They're selling well to premium consumers at good price points. So do they really need to change things if it doesn't add to incremental business? I think that could be a rationale.
And with this, I come to my last question. Bill Gates once said, electronic tattoos will replace smartphones. Father of the cell phone, Martin Cooper, believes the next generation could have phones embedded under the skin. What, according to you, is the future of smartphones?
First of all, I think new form factors is definitely an innovation in the smartphone industry that is going to take place. And it's not just about foldables. There are other form factors also. For example, if you look at Motorola, we revealed the first rollable smartphone at the Mobile World Congress this year, which is a concept phone. And then the second one, in my view, is going to be a big one, is going to be 5G. And 5G, basically, while it's an operator, it's a network technology, the device that is going to be most using it is going to be your smartphone. And hence it is very important for the smartphones to evolve to be able to support 5G use cases. And last but not least, going beyond hardware. I think definitely, as you know, hardware continues to improve. The incremental changes in hardware continues to happen, whether it is the processor or the display or the camera or the batteries. But going beyond that to create differentiation, I think is an important step.
Thank you, Mr. Ranjan, for sharing such valuable insights. It was great to have you on WION.